Otabek Холматov. We met with him yesterday. We asked him about this moment being life-changing, getting the big cash in the sport. He immediately said, money is not the thing for me. It's simply being a champion. Well, here's the chance to do it. For the power puncher from Uzbekistan who trains in California. Холматov and Ford to decide the WBA Featherweight Championship of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside Turning Stone Resort Casino here in beautiful Verona, New York. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum, and brought to you this evening by AutoZone. Get in the zone. This evening we are sanctioned by the Oneida Indian National Athletic Commission, its executive director Daniel Gustafson. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds for the vacant WBA Featherweight Championship of the world. Our judges at ringside, Don Ackerman, Eric Marlinski, and John McKay. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell is Mr. Charlie Fitch. And now, to everyone here in attendance inside Turning Stone Resort Casino, and to everyone watching on ESPN Plus, this is boxing, this is Top Rank, and oh baby, this is the main event. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, presented in association with Matchroom Boxing, with head trainer Freddie Anthony Rodriguez. He weighed in at 125.9 pounds, wearing black trunks with red and gold trim. His record, 14 wins, no defeats, 1 draw. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is ranked number 2 by the WBA at 126 pounds. He is making his first world title appearance from Camden, New Jersey, Raymond Savage Ford. Introducing out of the red corner, presented in association with Undisputed Boxing Championship, with head trainer Antonio Diaz. He weighed in at 125.8 pounds, wearing white trunks with red trim. His record, perfect, 12 fights, 12 victories, 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is ranked number 1 by the WBA at 126 pounds. He is also making his first world title appearance from Sidario, Uzbekistan, Otabek Bruce Lee Холматов.
Partners in 2 seconds. Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Raymond, punches from here on down will be ruled low. Otabek, punches from here on down will be ruled low. You both know the rules. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch close now. Come out fighting at the bell.
So Charlie Fitch gets the assignment as the referee for this World Championship fight. Veteran New York referee who has been very solid throughout his career. Холматov and Ford. Much anticipated championship fight as we are underway between these two southpaws that have distinct styles. It was interesting, Tim, yesterday when we spent time with Ray Ford to ask him to give us a scouting report, his scouting report on Холматov, who, you know, a lot of people say, hey, a come forward guy. He's got the amateur pedigree, but yet he's a power puncher who likes to be off the front foot. He said, I think he's more of a boxer than what everybody makes him out to be. That was Ford's comment.
He is. I mean, he's just not looking at the power and Холматov coming forward. He knows that he has some technical prowess to him. With 200 amateur fights, you know, you got to understand that this is a guy that understands how to deal with styles. Right now, it's just a measuring battle right now by both men. No one's landed the punch yet. Trying to gauge distance, trying to get their jab established. And the one thing you do, oh, left hand over the top already. Perfectly timed right there from Холматов. Good shot. See how well Ford was able to take that test. Shook his head afterwards and said, nah, no effect. I'm here to win. Good jab.
Ford doubling up his jab.
Yes. You know, I think Ford is the more technical fighter of the two. Холматov is pretty technical. Yes, he is.
Timing that jab pretty well right there.
But defensively, I think Ford is better in that area. And let's keep in mind, Холматov is a natural right-handed fighter. He switches southpaw, so his right hook is just as deadly as his backhand, if not more deadlier.
He's very active with that southpaw jab. He lands 8 per round. There's a good example of the right hand.
Oh!
And then he comes with the backhand, the power hand, the left hand from Холматov.
Did you see the legs? Legs stiffened up a bit right there from Ford.
So Ford's been trying to back out of the way of that range of Холматov, but that time he was unable to. And now he pops that jab. You see the upper head movement, the upper body movement from Холматov.
Холмаtov's defense looks a little bit better tonight. Ford is really trying to get on his jab, establish and try to break the rhythm of Холматov. Холматov just came over with left hands over that jab a couple of occasions so far. And Ford has taken that backhand very well thus far. But once your jab gets landing, Tess, then you can start adding your feints, throwing in your feints and setting up your backhand, your power shots.
A little bit of a forearm on the inside with crafty move by Ray Ford as they were awkward with that exchange that tied them up in the kitchen. Let's listen in to Antonio Diaz in the corner of Холматov.
You're a little too excited. Relax a little more. Relax a little more. Jab the ball, jab the ball. Jab, leva. Jab the more, back a boy. Okay? Nice control, control. Good work, good work. Every time you jab, leva, making contact. A little more leva, follow with back a boy. Okay? Good sober now. Good sober now. Okay? When you hold it inside like this, don't forget to chin low, here on his chest. Head here, on him, like this. Right now, he's hitting you crazy, okay? Don't let him get crazy, okay?
Saw the replay of that left hand that Холматov landed in round number 1. That was one of the 5 power punches that he landed. Overall, he was 7 of 32 according to CompuBox. Ford was 5 of 31. Round number 2.
He didn't get full extension on that left hand, Tess.
No,
Plus,
chicken winged a little bit.
Yeah, and plus, that jab was to the chest, which is smart. It's a smart thing to do because you know Ford has really good defense, upper body movement. So shooting that jab to the chest, you know it's going to land.
Ray Ford, a very good friend and sometimes training partner to Shakur Stevenson. Trains both in New Jersey. Then we'll get time down in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, and that's
Shakur is like a big brother to him.
And Tess, this is exactly what I'm talking about right now. You see Ford eyes wide open. He's ready to strike like a cobra. Any movement that Холматov is doing, he's looking to come back and counter. He's looking to shut him down, not allowing him to get going. Moving downhill, so to speak.
You get glimpses of that hand speed from Ray Ford.
And right now, Ford looks really comfortable. I told you guys in the beginning, It's all about making your opponent uncomfortable. Ford right now is having his way. Right now, boxing well off his back foot. Allowing Холматов to come forward. Get overly aggressive. Now here comes the pressure test.
And there is the pressure by Холматов as he goes with the 4-punch combination. Finished with a left hand to the body. Back out at range by Ray Ford.
Холматov has more experience as far as from the amateur test. 200 amateur fights, where you have Ford that has about 50-something amateur fights. He understands when he's falling behind, so he'll step on the gas a little bit more. He'll push the pace. That's what you're seeing right now. He's trying to make an adjustment with pressure. Oh,
there's a left hand that comes over the top from Холматов.
Ooh.
And a body shot, and Ford tries to respond with the right hand.
Look at Ford. He's okay. He feels comfortable inside the pocket. He doesn't mind standing there. He knows that he's technically better on the inside.
Firing off that jab is Ford.
So he's catching and shooting punches.
Able to make a miss right there. Sent off balance as Холматов charges in after him.
Clean break, clean break.
That may have been a trip. We'll take a look at the replay and see if Ford's foot was stepped on. There's a sweeping punch from Холматов.
Again, Ford rolling that a little bit. Холматov is coming forward. He's putting that pressure. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, but he's missing badly like that, Tess. That takes a lot out of you.
That action we saw moments ago, Tim, I think we saw a trip here. Watch the foot.
Yes. Interesting enough, you know, usually you don't see this with orthodox or southpaw versus southpaw. But yeah, just a little trip up right there with the canvas from Ford.
That left hook behind, okay? And also, be a little bit more relaxed with my upper body movement. All right? You're staying in the center a little too long, all right? So make sure you keep that head off that center when you're standing in front. Don't just stand there and exchange jabs with them every time, all right? Start putting that left hand behind it and that right hook behind it. Okay, you got better combinations than him. You got better speed than him, all right? You look good. You're landing good shots, but let's start putting more together on his ass. Yeah, exactly.
So Anthony Rodriguez in the corner of Camden, New Jersey's Ray Ford wants him to pick up the offense a little bit. Remind him, listen, you got the better speed, got to keep the head off the line, but he wants to see the left hand following up that southpaw right.
Because he's landing the jab, and when you land the jab, you can land a power shot.
You're setting the table.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Up that.
And it sounds like Coach Anthony, he wants Ford. He doesn't want him to run. He wants him to be close. He wants to push back the bully. The bully is used to hitting people, and they just fall. Ford has taken some good punches so far, and he's still there. He's still present. So psychologically, something can be going on right now from Холматов if he doesn't have any success in these next few rounds.
And right on cue, you see the CompuBox jab numbers and showing you what Anthony Rodriguez was saying. Listen, he's throwing out jabbing him, outlanding him with the jab, but put the left hand behind it. He's 10 of 62 to this point. Round number 3, vacant world championship fight between the two unbeaten Ford and Холматов.
Bruce Lee, he's investing. Холматov, he's investing in the body of Ford.
Again, there he goes to the body with 2 punches.
He wants to take the legs of Ford. He wants to take some of the steam and some of the speed away from him by going down to his body.
Hold his neck, Ray. Hold his neck.
I don't think Ford wants to be there. I mean, Холматov was a wrestler before this.
He was. That's how he started his athletic career as a child.
You know who else is a wrestler? Terrence Crawford was a wrestler.
Yes. His children, by the way, are very good at young wrestlers.
So you understand leverage. They understand leverage on the inside. Otabek now changing his rhythm up. He's bouncing in and out. He's looking for one big shot, though. See, he's being impatient. And that's what I'm talking about, technical prowess. You're getting impatient like that. You're swinging wildly. Now, you see a little frustration coming from him because he's not landing.
Some of that head movement, upper body movement from Ray Ford. He's staying calm in the pocket, firing off that southpaw jab. There's a 4-punch combination from Холматов.
See, what Холматov is trying to work off is he's trying to work off the inconsistent work coming from Ford. That's what he's trying to work. So when Ford wants to relax, be cute, sit in the pocket, yeah, but he's going to get off his shots. Whether they land or not, he wants to hit something on Ford to continuously try to drain them. Now, good. This is a great turnout right here from Ford. Coming right back, saying, no, you're not going to rest. Oh,
sends him off
big
balance
shot.
with that left hand. Ford was gaining confidence, inching forward on the inside, and then one left hand by Холматов sends him off balance here in round 3.
Always dangerous. That's one thing Холматov is. Lead in those hands. He's always dangerous, Tess. Now who's looking uncomfortable, Tess?
And look at this offensive assault from Холматov. Ford is tying up here in the closing seconds of round 3. Холматov with more pop, and it showed up there. That was angling towards a Ray Ford round, and all of a sudden it's Холматov in control.
Yes.
Too much cardiaca. Go straight. Here. Jab, jab, lever. Jab, jab, lever. Jab, jab, straight.
All right. Don't lay in front of him too long without punching, Ray. All right. And when you get an opportunity to go to that body, you got to go to the body. All right. You landed some really good shots, but we can't let these rounds stay close. All right. We got to wake up. All right. Come on, baby. It's time to separate ourselves, man. Levels, baby. Levels. All right. Come on, man.
There was good work from Ray Ford for most of that round. He was able to land that rare left hand, but then this turned things around.
In the inside, you see Ford right there looking for the body shot, boom, but didn't take care of responsibility defensively afterwards. Great shot to the body, but he took one in return. Great follow-up shot right there from Otabek, just letting his hands go.
And in that last round, according to CompuBox, you saw the big left hand from Холматов. 15 of 41 power punches land by the Uzbeki fighter.
One thing is that you want to limit the success rate of a puncher like Otabek. You don't want him to gain confidence. Because, Tess, the more confidence he gains and he sees that he's hurting you, the more he's going to come on. He's going to become strong. So right now, Ford either has to make him miss badly, be defensively sound, and then also make him pay occasionally. But he needs to be cautious right now, Tess. He's sitting directly in front of a puncher. Ooh, big shot downstairs.
Time it there.
Big left hand downstairs right there. See, the commitment down to the body, very important. Take the legs of the boxer. That's what Холматов is doing right now.
Landed 18 body shots.
They want Ford to get busy. Championship on the line. They want him to take risks, Tess. They want him to bag up the puncher. That does something psychological to the puncher. Bagging him up, making him pick up his feet, and not allowing him to set his feet.
Set him for a moment, just fired off body shots. But right now that is Ford coming forward, not throwing punches though, as Otavek's been on the move and every so often stopping and placing his shots. Like that.
See, what Ford is doing is he still needs to be cautious. He's being responsible defensively. However, what he's doing is psychologically, I'm telling you right now, a puncher, a fierce puncher like this, he hits him with his best punch and he's still there, and now he's pressing on the gas. That does something to you being the puncher. He's saying, no, wait, hold up. Didn't I hurt you? Why are you coming forward? He's saying to himself.
Otabek sent off balance that time. Ford willing to exchange there. Otabek tries to dig underneath with the right hand to the body. Ford presses forward right into his chest. Холматов exchanges. Good stuff in the middle of the ring to close out round number 4. Championship on the line. They're fighting with more urgency now.
High-level stuff, Tess. High-level stuff. I love it. Great body work right here. Холматов and his camp is hoping that these body shots pay good dividends. They're looking to take steam from Ford. You gotta remember, Ford had a tough weigh-in, Tess.
He did.
Tough weigh-in.
And the long way off, and then he admitted to everybody the weight cut was not great.
So going down to that body is extremely important. You see them taking advantage of it. So I'm expecting that to show up 10, 11, 12 in the back end of this fight, if it goes that long. But that was a good round right there. Good end of that last round for Ford. Putting his combinations together, standing his ground, and changing the tide a little bit, Tess, in this fight.
Well, you were highlighting the body work from Холматов. CompuBox has it 23-9 connect advantage to the body for Otabek Холmatov. Ford was 11 of 44 in that last round. Mark Kriegel, how do you have it?
Well, the second round was real close. Third round, I thought Холматov eked out at the end. What I'm curious to me is I've heard all this about Холматov's jab, but Ford has the quicker, more fluent jab. It's just that Холмаtov's landing the harder shots.
He is. You mentioned that third round, Mark, where I agree. Ray Ford was boxing well, was controlling things on his terms, and then Холматov turned it around late with the big left hand. Bernardo, what are you hearing?
Anthony Rodriguez told me we're changing the tide of this fight because I want Ray to step to him. He's not comfortable moving backwards. This is what we want.
And that is what we have seen in round 4 and what we have seen now in round 5 of Camden, New Jersey's title hopeful Ray Ford stepping to the 12-0 Uzbeki fighter Холматov.
This is brilliant stuff right here from Ray Ford. I'm just going to let you know right now. I did not expect him to step this soon to Холматov. He's stepping as soon as possible. He doesn't want these judges just to see what Холматov is doing. He's trying to take this world championship right now from Холматov by bagging him up, Tess.
And also being the bully at times, as he was right there on the inside, placing that right forearm right against him and pushing back before Charlie Fitch, the veteran New York referee, brings them back. There's a 4-punch shoe shine to the belt line.
He trying to dog walk this puncher. That's what he's doing, Tess.
From Ray Ford.
High guard, just walking him in.
And now a snapping, quick jab from the New Jersey native.
Nice tie-up right there. Холматov needs to do something, Tess. This round so far has been all Raymond Ford. Good shots. Big shots down there. Partially blocked right there from
Холматov trying to back up that jab with the left hand. Ford continues to step forward. Crowd enjoying this fight. Combination punching from Холматov.
That's good
upper
work
body
right there,
movement from Ford. Ford on the inside. Goes with the combination, including the uppercut, then a 1-2. It's a good-looking, active 5th round. Both guys in the middle of the ring willing to trade. Long left hand from Холматov. High-level stuff with a championship on the line. Long-range left hand from Холматov. Really strong round, wasn't it?
That's that dog they asking for, Ray. That's the dog they asked you about. Listen, don't let this motherfucker steal those rounds at the end, okay? You gotta dig deep. You can rest all day tomorrow. You gotta dig deep in this fight, Ray. I know you're the one doing the work, but you gotta do the work. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let him steal the rounds. Don't walk in without punching. Every time you fucking punch, he doesn't do nothing. So stop walking in without punching. Because he tries to punch when you're not punching. I understand. Come on, Ray. All right, baby. Come on, man. Come on, man. We came too far.
Brilliant work by Coach Anthony in that corner just now. But off that jab, Ford, just like Mark said, he's beating Холматов with the jab. He's getting off quickly, but look at the combinations. That's what we need to see from Ford if he's going to win this fight. Not just the jab, follow it up with combinations, bag up the bully, and you see him having success right now.
And I also think Anthony Rodriguez was very sound with what he said to Ray Ford.
He's great.
He said, don't let him steal rounds at the end, because that was another round where Ford was offensive. He was putting forth the game plan and strategy. He was executing. And then in the last 30 seconds, Холматов found offense. He came down the stretch. In fact, he landed, to this point, his fight high. 23 total punches and a fight high throwing 72. He did that also in the third round. He did it in the fifth. Those are two rounds where perhaps you could say Холматov took it late in those rounds, even though Ford was doing what he wanted to do.
Yes. And right now, you're seeing Ford, what he's doing is he's starting to invest in that body of Холматов. He's looking for that lead right hook to Холматov body. Woo! Combinations together.
Left uppercut from Ray Ford. Bernardo, what's going on in that corner of Холматov?
Oh. Холмаtov's corner, they're actually happy with the fact that Холматov is boxing and following the game plan so far. But Ford is doing really well here.
Yes, he is. They're saying they're happy with what they're seeing right now. Look, right now, I know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing one guy that can possibly get a little arm weary in Холматов, especially in these later rounds. And Ford being extremely comfortable right now, marching forward. Now, he needs to get a little active with his punches. A little bit more active, because right now, Холматов is winning this round. Just with his volume, Tess. Just with his volume right now.
Dug underneath with the right hand to the body. Good shot by Ford, splitting the guard with the left hand. Холматов comes right back with a combination of his own.
Yeah, you see how clean those punches are when they land, when he decides to throw and counter.
There's a very nice rhythm and tone to this fight.
Yes. Not a whole lot of snap on Холматов's punches, Tess. Not a whole lot of snap on his shots right now. He's heavy-handed, yes, but not a whole lot of snap.
It's also the danger of a guy like this of changing pace, right? Touch it, yes. Then comes the big left hand.
But he makes you miss. That's what Ford is doing. He's making a miss. And when you miss a punch, it takes a lot out of you.
Three-punch combination from Ford. Холматов to the inside, trying to drive down that back left hand, and Ford able to get out of the way.
See that activity right there from Холматов. Wonder what the judges was looking for, to clean more effective punches, because I can tell you who's landing those shots, and that's Ford.
Chased him down, looking for the left hand right on the bell. We are halfway through this WBA featherweight world title fight. Belt is vacant. These are the hopefuls.
I like the way you're working, but you're standing too straight. You have to move your head a little more, okay? A little more. Remember, you gotta be champion. Family home waiting for you to be champion. Okay? Papa, mama, family, everyone waiting for you to be champion. Okay?
Gotta do it. Yeah, we got to, baby. We got to. You got this shit. This shit is right here.
I'm gonna stop him.
All right, but it's right here. Do you understand how close you are?
Okay.
All right. So make sure that you don't start chilling too much. All right. Stay focused. Stay busy.
Don't forget about your feint. Don't forget about your jab.
All right.
Keep walking into your left hand. Start running with your jab and bring your left.
Don't sit there blocking.
Both quarters have been pretty steady when it comes to strategy being put forth and the message. But as we reach the halfway point, it was interesting to hear both from Anthony Rodriguez in the corner of Ray Ford, as well as Antonio Diaz in the corner of Холматов, of giving motivational messages. As you see the punches thrown, advantage for Холматov. The work rate the last two rounds, to me, as you mentioned, 72 punches in the fifth, 76 in the 6. You felt the 76 could have carried just on volume in that last round.
Yes.
But just to get back to the messaging at the